about it, everybody. It's in the Comic Crusaders press, so that's right. You know what it is? We'll be talking to the king of the streams. That's about to tell us all the dope stuff we need to be watching this month. And in particular, we're going to be talking about Crackle with the one, the only, the legendary Chris Woolsey. What are you doing?
Hey, I am doing so much better now that I'm here with you. I was chilly, and now I'm feeling the warmth of my friend Almega, and here we are.
Let's go. It's the power, because we need to find out what is cracking on Crackle for April, my brothers. Hope you've been doing well, because, you know, you kept me entertained last month. Now, what is in store for us fanatics? I mean,
we've got some great stuff. I'm super stoked about April. It is, it's spring. We want a little invigoration, a little rebirth, and we've got it for you on Crackle.
Oh, let's go. Let's dive in, baby. Woo.
All right.
So yes. Lancaster Skies, based on a true story. What true story? Never heard this in my life.
Yeah, so this is the true story. So the Lancaster, for those of your viewers who might not know, was basically the British version of the B-24. So this was their big long-range bomber that they used to drop all kinds of chaos on Nazi Germany. And this is the true story of a lone Spitfire fighter pilot who had to kind of overcome his own personal issues in order to successfully guard. So the Spitfires were sent out with the Lancasters to keep the Stukas and the other Nazi fighter planes off their backs while they did their job.
Gotcha.
Obviously super dangerous. But this is a great one, and I'm really picky. I love this subject matter. I think the bomber crews of World War II were incredibly brave, and I've watched just about every bomber movie out there, and I've got to say this is the only one that I've seen anyway, that comes from the British point of view. Okay. And the performances are spectacular. David Dobson is great in this. Vin Hawke. It's a really, really good. If you are a history buff, you are going to want to check this one out.
All right, Chris has convinced me on this one for sure. All right, bet. I'm in. I do like World War II era stuff for sure.
Yep.
I'm over foot soldier guy, but yeah, let's do that. The platform. I wish that was that cool.
I know, right? Seriously, I wish my desk looked that cutting edge. This is great. This is a Crackle exclusive, and it's very fun. We were talking before the show started about Three Body Problem. This is sort of in a similar vein. It's a sci-fi thriller with actual science kind of fueling the engine for this. So
it's kind of like what Mr. Robot, in the show they use actual code.
Yes, exactly. This is it's got a very similar vibe to it. Starring Dean Cain, obviously from Lois and Clark.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Samar Ismail. It's got a bunch of Middle Eastern actors who I'll bet you have never seen before, but man, are they spectacular. And it's very taut. It's funny because this came out like 4 years ago, and yet it's all about AI. So this writer was very prescient because this came out at a time when no one was really talking about AI.
Oh, nice. Oh, man. All right. Another one. Track. Okay. This is why he's the king of the stream, folks. This is what he does. He brings the madness. The Silent. Oh, man. How do you like the poster? This is creepy as heck.
It is big, bad, creepy. It's kind of a hard watch. It's really, really well done. But the subject matter, it's about a child killer. So it is dark, and it's a cold case. And this investigator who picks it up again and starts making inroads. And as he does, it sort of causes a lot of havoc in the community where this crime took place. Really good. Ulrich Thompson from the movie A Violent Man is unbelievable in this. Claudia Mickelson from The Tower it is a great, if you like foreign films and if you like kind of really gritty police procedurals, this is a phenomenal one for you.
All right, I'm in. Because I mean, the posters just got me. Oh shit! Something's no good here. No good. The kids in the hall. They don't look much like kids.
Did you ever watch this?
I have no idea what this is.
Oh man, you are so in for a treat, Al. It's like they created this show for you. It is so. This is a Canadian sketch comedy series that ran on HBO, and these guys were so far ahead of the game. I can't even tell you. It's like, sometimes you watch sketch comedy and you're like, is this a comedy sketch or is this an art piece? Like, these guys are so talented. Dave Foley there on the left was actually on News Radio, and the guy on the far right, Kevin, what's his name? Kevin
McDonald?
Yes, Kevin McDonald.
Oh,
you might recognize him
okay.
from a little series called Invader Zim.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he did a ton of voices on Invader Zim. It is
excellent.
One of the funniest sketch comedy shows ever made. And my family, we still quote Kids in the Hall all the time. So check it out.
Oh, I definitely got to dig into this. May come out when, I was out there in Mackin, Bro, no way. Legend.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert. There can be only one.
Yeah, man.
He didn't just do that one movie. He did many. And Day of Wrath is very much in the vein of Highlander. But it's like a historic period piece, kind of an action film, kind of a thriller. But he plays almost like a detective in the Middle Ages. It's really good. I'm a huge fan of his. I'll pretty much watch him do anything.
Yeah, my mom's landlord looked like him.
Is that right? Yikes. Want to make sure your rent's paid on time.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
Yeah.
Losing it. Hey, all right. This is right. Losing it. There we go. Losing it. What 1965. Right? Okay.
Yes. So, sorry about that.
Don't you worry.
So this was actually one of Tom Cruise's first movies. And it's one of those movies that if you watched it at the time, and I did, I really do remember watching this on TV when it first came out, literally on TV, which was the cable knockoff in my neighborhood because we couldn't get cable where I lived. And so we had this old school system called On TV. And this movie came on, and I remember watching Tom Cruise going, this guy is going to be a star. Yeah. And this is the movie that he, this and obviously Risky Business, where he really hit the scene. But this also has Jackie Earle Haley,
yeah, man,
who won Best Supporting Actor.
That's why I feel I may have seen this.
It's a good movie.
So familiar.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dipsticks who go down to Tijuana.
I'm sure.
And get into all kinds of trouble. It's a great 80s comedy. Yeah. Highly recommended.
Favorite type of movies from that era. I mean, you cannot replicate those nowadays. Very few, the kind of,
yeah.
comedy, but you can't really anymore. Really can't.
Totally.
So I'm also too raunchy. It won't be allowed.
True. It's true.
Man, talking about, look, we went from raunchy to holy rollers. What's going on here? Where?
Yeah, so this is very funny. So it's Jesse Eisenberg, who from The Social Network, who is one of my absolute favorite actors. I will watch this guy do anything. But it is a crime, kind of a caper film that takes place within the insular Jewish community in New York. It is really, really fun. Great performances. If you like caper films, and I am a gigantic fan, it's great. Justin Bartha from The Hangover's in it, and it's very fun. Check that one out.
Yeah, and I kind of agree that community tended to have kind of the best stuff, somehow.
Yep.
They did their thing. Deadly. All right, the next one we got going up is Deadly Dispatch. I got two things going on, folks. I want to keep up with Chris too. See, well, I don't understand if I know. If I know. All right.
So this is one of those movies, you see these on like Lifetime and stuff where the ladies are taking back the power. You want to watch how you treat the ladies. This one's great. Tamala Jones from Castle, Dominique Perry from American Hero, and Martinez from The Walking Dead. They all put in great performances, but it's one of those really fun Friday night thrillers. It's great.
Yeah, look at his face in that. It's
Right?
like he's done, right? So he portrays it like, oh shit. Literally.
He done said the wrong thing to the wrong woman. And I think most men I know have had that face on at one point or another.
Man, preach.
Right?
Homeboy, this sounds so familiar, but with no posters, I can't picture it.
I mean, look at the cast: Mickey Rourke, Christopher Walken, Deborah Fuhrer. It's really, really good. So it's a boxing movie. Mickey Rourke plays Johnny Walker. He's like this washed-up boxer who's looking for a shot at redemption. One more spin around the ring. It's pretty great. And obviously with Mickey Rourke and Christopher Walken, you're going to get
Mickey Rourke, great actor.
Off the charts.
My favorite movie every year, The Dragon, back in the day.
Oh,
love that film. Love it. One of my favorite Asian mafia flicks ever.
It's a great movie.
El Contrato. Oh man.
Yep. Two of my faves here too. John Cusack, Morgan Freeman, Jamie Anderson's also in this. It's a crime thriller, but like with a lot of movies with these guys in it, there's a lot of different layers to it. There's an assassination plot that's in here. How many times? John Cusack seems like he's the nicest guy from Say Anything, but he's played an assassin in like 8 different movies.
But look at that face, because you wouldn't think. He looks like a regular Joe Smo, and the next thing you know, he's pulling out
2 in the back. That's it. Exactly. Yeah, it's really good. This one kind of went under the radar, I think, for a lot of people, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I love it. You can tell. I mean, even right there, it just in the poster, it's like Morgan is giving him the side eye, like, I know you guilty.
Exactly. I'm on to you, pal.
Love it. I remember him. Oh man, really?
Yep.
Ossie Davis. Wow.
Love that guy.
Aussie or Aussie? How you pronounce it?
I think it's Aussie. I've always said Aussie.
Aussie.
Yeah. Obviously from Do the Right Thing. Ruby Dee from American Gangsters in this as well.
Oh.
And this I think is perfect for this week because this is a baseball film. It actually has Ernie Banks in it, if you can believe that. Hall of Famer.
Line. The Ernie Banks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is like, for me, this movie is like right up there with like Field of Dreams. Like it has to do, this one has to do with Little League, but it also has to do with the big leagues and kind of more, and also the Negro Leagues. So it's got a historical aspect to it as well. But it really speaks for me. I love baseball and I love not only the sport itself, but I love what it means to our country and to our history. It's a very American pastime, even though it now has international reach. Yes. And this is it's a beautiful movie. I love the performances. I think it's great.
Yeah. Fire.
Oh, don't get
why you gotta show that? We have a darn lunar eclipse coming up, and then they're talking about that as a media you might be able to see, if you're in the right place, and then you're gonna put this post on,
right? Don't get too cozy. But this is a great disaster film, or I'm sorry, this is actually a limited series. And this is starring Billy Campbell from Star Trek Prodigy, Marlo Sokoloff from The Practice, and Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. We've had a ton of Christopher Lloyd movies recently. He's He works a lot more than you would
Gets
think
around.
most 80-year-old. How old is he? Looked like he was 80 when Back to the Future came out. So he's got to be like 111 now or something. But
Maybe he figured out how to use the vehicle.
See, I think you're right. That definitely would be an explanation for sure. So yeah, this is exactly what you want in a just a fun disaster series. It's great.
Yep, and look at that though. Those images, man, freak me out because you can't really.
I don't know. One of those.
Like that.
I mean, didn't we just have to like bump one off course recently?
Yeah, they did. Bump it. I can't believe it was successful, right?
I know. Seriously.
And only by a tad, really. It only needed a slight nudge.
That's it.
The type of nudges that wives give their husbands. Like, could you just go over? Okay.
Yep. Just to avert disaster. Just a little shove to the side.
Look, awesome. Thank you, Chris, for bringing us so much more entertainment this month. And folks, there's a lot more than that. This is just a tease. This is just this is the salt, there's more pepper and adobo and everything coming up this month. So you make sure you download that Crackle app today. It's available everywhere, favorite platform, right? The links will be below as well. But you get it, it's the website crackle.com. Go to the Android store, the place, wherever you gotta go, just go and get it because it is absolutely free. All right.
That's it.
With that, thanks again, Chris. Appreciate your time. Mi gente, you know what it is. Follow Crackle and Comic Crusaders. All right. Hasta la próxima. ¡Huepa!